This is a summary of the essential content from the science topic, variation and classification. This is from Orca Education's e-learning library. The short video will summarize key facts or key concepts from this course topic. Variation is the beauty of life, defining how we differ physically and genetically, yet remain essentially similar within our species due to inherited and environmental factors. Our genes are the architects of our uniqueness, carrying the blueprint that determines our species and the traits we inherit from our parents. Genes and chromosomes work together in pairs, determining traits, like the color of our eyes, through a complex interplay of dominant and recessive genes. Inherited variation is the genetic lottery that determines our physical characteristics, creating a diverse range of possibilities in human appearance. Selective breeding uses knowledge of genetics to enhance desirable traits in plants and animals, artificially shaping the evolution of a species over generations. Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection explains how survival is driven by beneficial variations in a species, leading to the survival of the fittest. Environmental variation shows how our surroundings shape us, affecting our size, shape, and overall health in tandem with our inherited traits. Discontinuous variation presents limited, distinct options in traits controlled by paired alleles, such as our biological sex, which remains uninfluenced by the environment. Continuous variation describes traits that gradually vary, such as height and weight, controlled by multiple genes and greatly influenced by environmental factors. Classification simplifies the vast diversity of life by grouping millions of different organisms based on shared features into two main kingdoms, animal and plant. Populations of species are determined by various factors like competition, food and water supply, predators, space, disease, and other environmental hazards. Food chains depict the cycle of life and death, showing how organisms are interconnected through a chain of consumption, from the grasslands to the predators. Food webs illustrate the complex interdependencies in an ecosystem, where multiple food chains intersect, reflecting the varied diets of different species. Here the food web if an oak tree illustrates the variety of life depending on each other through a single tree. Food pyramids show that chain of predators and prey with a large number of organisms at the lowest level and only a few top predators. Humans of course have a dramatic impact on food chains and habitats. We change everything we touch, and we touch everything, and everywhere. A habitat is where a plant or animal lives. These places are very particular to certain species and very fragile. Adapting to changes can be very difficult for some species, but impossible for others. The climate is particularly critical and humans are changing this globally. The Arctic climate is particularly vulnerable to climate change as this sits at one extreme in the range of climates from hot to cold. Tropical rainforests sit at the other end and these are being destroyed by uncontrolled logging and the pressures of population.